Olumi Potaki. In the celestial realm, Iwori was the oldest eldest of Orunla. Excelled in the art and practices of Ifa and raised numerous celestial priests, holding many subtitles under his guidance. However, his excessive pride led to the eventual loss of his seniority to Ejiogbe and Oyekun Meji, who are considerably younger than him in the celestial realm. Although he undertook significant celestial work, stories about his deeds are absent as he forbade his followers from the celestial realm to come to earth, which would have revealed his celestial works. Nevertheless, some of his celestial works have been shared by those who have benefited from them. Iwori Meji descends from the celestial realm to earth. While in the celestial realm, Iwori Meji was the oldest among the eldest of Orunla. It was his delay and complacency that led him to the third position upon his arrival on earth. When Orunla returned from his first and only journey to earth, he invited his 16 children to accompany the children of other divinities to earth to establish a permanent dwelling. After reconsidering, he proposed that they live one after another, instead of all at once. Iwori Meji was the first to step forward, stating that he was so useful in the celestial realm that the time had not yet come for him to leave. Furthermore, he argued that a good general does not send his best soldiers to be the first in battle. He proposed that Omonigorogbo, who became Ejiogbe on earth, should be the first to depart. Eager to flatter Ejiogbe, he described him as the only Olodu sociable enough to interact effectively with other divinities and expressed that he would be a better ambassador for the Orunla order. Ejiogbe volunteered to lead the departure as he had a good reason to go to earth. As we have seen in Ejiogbe, he was made the king of the day as soon as he arrived on earth because he arrived in broad daylight. When he arrived, he informed about his findings on earth. It was also Iwori who suggested to Orunla that Oyekun Meji should be the next to go to earth. As we have seen in Oyekun Meji, he was born at night and eventually was crowned the king of the night. When Iwori Meji began hearing news of how life was thriving on earth, he decided to follow his two brothers. As soon as he made the decision to come into the world, the following awozis conducted divination for him. Okaka Roka, Monitaika. Owora Wini, Oju Igon. Ibie Efo Demi, Mo Akpoko, Akwa Emo Mukeo. Strong people make others strong. A divine sacred place is always surrounded by mysteries. My father told me to carry the bag of success around my neck, so I won't hand the bag of prosperity to anyone. These are the names of the three awozis who conducted divination for Iwori Meji before he left the celestial realm and embarked on his journey to earth. They also advised him to give a he-goat to Eshu and a rooster to his head, or anything he knew Eshu would eat. He gave the he-goat to Eshu, a dove to his head, and a ram to Ifa. He also went to Olojime, the Almighty God, for authorization and blessings. As he left the divine palace, he asked for Akpeminijekun, the bag of mystery, and God gave it to him. After this, he set off for the world. Upon arriving in the world, he discovered that his two younger brothers, Ejiogbe and Oyekun Meji, who had arrived before him, had been respectively crowned kings of the day and night. From the beginning, he was determined to establish his celestial antiquity on earth in relation to his two brothers. Even his sign, two inside and two outside, was designed to challenge the authorities of Ejiogbe and Oyekun. They, in turn, were equally determined to impose their earthly authority over Iwori. One afternoon, Iwori was sitting in front of his house when he saw a long procession approaching. He observed as everyone reverently bowed to the man on horseback at the front. When they reached where Iwori was seated, he saw that it was Ejiogbe receiving all the reverence. He did not bow to Ejiogbe to greet him as everyone else did. He simply shook his own horse's tail, Iyaoke, to greet Ejiogbe, as was customary for Owozes. He saw no reason why he should kneel to greet his younger brother, even though there was nothing in tradition exempting the elder brother of a king from kneeling to greet him. Ejiogbe then stopped the procession and ordered that if Iwori felt too great to greet him like everyone else, he should henceforth confine himself indoors during the day if he could not submit to the authority of the king of the day. Iwori Meji then withdrew into the house, disgruntled. When night fell, he came out of the house and moved around the surroundings. When he reached the crossroads near his house, he again saw another procession, with Oyekun Meji at the forefront, carrying dazzling lights as bright as the sun's rays. Again, instead of kneeling to greet Oyekun Meji as everyone was doing, he only moved his horse's tail as a sign. Then Oyekun Meji told him that if he could not submit to the authority of the king of the night, he should limit himself from leaving his house at night. So, he retreated to his house. Thus, he was prohibited from leaving his house during the day or night. In that situation, he could not even go out to seek his daily bread. When Eshu saw that Iwori's condition was becoming unsustainable, he transformed into a chief to advise him to invite his two brothers to a meeting to resolve their issues. Eshu's benevolence was in return for the he-goat that Ejikoko Iwori had given him before leaving the celestial realm. Iwori accepted the chief's advice and invited Ogbe and Oyekun to meet him at the foot of the palm tree where the divinities descended from the sky and through which Orunla returned to the sky. Eventually, they met at that point to discuss their problems. Both Ogbe and Oyekun insisted on maintaining their earthly superiority over Iwori. Finally, it was agreed that Iwori would occupy the third position. He reluctantly accepted the decision. In fact, it has been revealed that he went again to consult the celestial Owozes, who advised him to give a ram to his Ifa so that he could have as much authority as his two brothers. He made the sacrifice in the sky before returning to the world. The moral of the story is about the dangers of excessive pride and the importance of humility and respect for established authority. Iwori's pride and refusal to acknowledge his younger brother's authority led to his own downfall and restriction. Despite his skills and celestial status, his lack of humility caused him to lose his position and respect. The story highlights the value of humility, cooperation, and the wisdom of respecting others' roles and positions, even if they are younger or less experienced. It also suggests that resolving conflicts through dialogue and mutual respect is crucial for maintaining harmony and balance. I hope you enjoyed the Potoki Ifa. If so, please like the video and share it with your family and friends. Comment on it and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for more stories from the Odu Ifa. Thank you for listening. Odebo.